Today we're going to read from Chicken Soup for the Soul about children with special needs, stories of love and understanding for those who care for children with disabilities. Remember, those children turn into adults. Today's reading is titled Perspectives. I was one of the puzzle children myself, a dyslexic, and I still have a hard time reading today. Accept the fact that you have a problem. Refuse to feel sorry for yourself. You have a challenge. Never quit. And this is from Nelson Rockefeller, and I'm sure they'd know about never quitting. It was October 25th, 1881, in Malaga, Spain. Two men sat comfortably chatting, waiting for the birth of a baby upstairs. When the midwife came in, she looked troubled, and when she started to speak, she cast her glance toward the floor. I'm sorry, the baby was stillborn. One of the men, the baby's uncle and a physician, put down his cigar and got up. He walked quickly up the stairs. He picked up his tiny nephew, unmoving and blue. Without hesitation, he brought the lifeless infant close to his face as if to kiss him, and breathed into his mouth. The first breath that filled the baby's tiny lungs was still heavily scented with cigar smoke. The baby's mother had already entered the dark recesses of her grief as she looked on in fear and wonder as her son took a struggling breath. Could she dare to hope that her baby might yet be saved? She had hoped for a healthy child, one who would live a full and normal life. She still wanted that. The story of the doctor who breathed life into a dead baby spread around the city. Some said it was unholy. Others thought it might have been a miracle. Many thought it was foolish. Was it right to interfere with nature? Did the uncle's rash actions just delay the inevitable? Would this infant ever grow into a normal human being or contribute to society? Might it have been better to accept fate and simply let nature take its course? Yet, when the next day came, the baby was still breathing. Soon, days became weeks, and weeks became years. Eventually, he learned to walk and talk, and to do many of the same things that other children do. He even learned to draw and paint. Of course, some people laughed when he would put the eyes in the wrong place or make silly mistakes on other details, but other people actually thought his drawings were quite good. As it turned out, the uncle's action had only delayed the inevitable, and eventually the baby whose life was saved in the fall of 1881 died in 1973. But the art that Pablo Picasso created lives on. Some people claim that his lifelong love for cigars started with that first breath. Picasso's story is about an uncle's hope. In a moment in which others might have only seen despair, Picasso's uncle had a moment of hope. His family was rewarded with a healthy child, and Picasso's genius transformed the world of art. It shows that great things can come from what seem like catastrophic beginnings, and a moment of hope can transform the world. This was written by Dick Sabsy, and is Chicken Soup for the Soul, children with special needs. Love Picasso's work or not, what a miracle that was.